Time for a crypto market update, April 10th, 2026. Bitcoin and the major market caps are showing strength and acceptance so far above 71,000, 72,000. At the time of this recording, the equity markets are open, and the great looking metric is the VIX here, the volatility index. Usually when you get that below 17.7, you've got a crypto and a Bitcoin boom on your hands. Now, obviously, it's got to stay there. We can't just wick below it and go back up. There's still a lot of volatility out there in the geopolitical theater. But the VIX is a great indicator, or at least inverse indicator at times, for up and down prices. Overnight, Japan officially approved a bill to recognize cryptocurrency as a financial asset. And while that might sound like they're late to the game, this is actually further proof from the third largest economy in the world that Bitcoin crypto is becoming legal tender across all financial stratospheres. And for those who are not adopting, are going to get left behind. We also received inflation data this morning. I posted this in my community Discord group for my mastermind. CPI came in softer. Core CPI came in softer, but the month over month is a little higher than we anticipated. And the month over month is higher because of, well, oil prices going up 75% in the last 30 days. But the year over year still showing a soft read. And while this may not command the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates aggressively, what this does tell the market that more accommodative credit environments are warranted. Also behind me is the S&P 500 over the U.S. 10-year Treasury bond. We discussed this in the market update yesterday, April 9th. Today's April 10th. This is a huge risk-on, risk-off ratio that we want to keep our eyes on, and it's still showing strength above the 50, the 100, and the 200 simple moving or daily simple moving average. This started a reversal back at the end of March and has now confirmed that reversal, which is what I think will fuel this highly unexpected and unplanned for broadening top pattern or bullish megaphone pattern for Bitcoin and the greater crypto market cap. This will be the most hated crypto rally in modern history, I believe. We are currently right here confirming that reversal. And if we do get broadening expansion all the way up from a price action standpoint, it will end miserably. That's why you got to have your head on straight, because we are in the final throes. It'll be glorious, but it won't last forever. There will always be another black swan at some point. However, as we discussed, you'll lose more money trying to time the bottom than you will being active in the market with a productive framework. Black swans, well, they're black swans by definition because you can't really predict or expect them. But last night, apparently, according to Bloomberg here, Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, Jerome Powell, and a lot of important Wall Street executives gathered in an emergency meeting to discuss Anthropic's new AI. Apparently, it's so darn good that the powers that be are afraid, not because of Bitcoin quantum stuff. That's actually already solved and taken care of. The true problem, probably in institutional and retail Main Street finances, is going to be AI taking over financial systems that are not cryptographically backed up. And I could see this becoming some kind of situation that will require an enormous amount of money printing. Who knows? And one of the number one reasons why I'm so big and bullish on crypto is because of the things that, like, Mark Andreessen has said in this recent interview of Andreessen and Horowitz. He's just talking about how AI is inevitable. We all know that. Artificial intelligence is coming. It will optimize and revolutionize even the stodgiest of business sectors. But what's the money that artificial intelligence is going to use? Well, it has to be crypto. It has to be a permissionless system so that it can be efficient and run at an optimized speed that AI was ran for, instead of asking you for your Wells Fargo or Bank of America logins every 3 seconds. This will be the ultimate adoption case for crypto. And it's right on top of us, whether you want to admit it or not. I'll be back with more later. Make sure you go to cryptoyall.com if you feel like you're behind the curve on AI, crypto, passive income, and just how to weather the storm in these crypto market cycle environments. And watch my 12-minute overview video. It'll equip you with a framework that I call the crypto flywheel method, where you can learn how to do cash flow. You can learn how to maximize appreciation, and you can even learn how to collateralize your assets so that you don't necessarily have to sell it, but you can borrow against it and go get more cash flow. Like and follow for more.